What's up, everybody, man? Welcome to the Grace and Good Friends podcast, episode number 3. My voice is mad raspy right now, but how y'all feeling?
Good.
Hey, bro, chilling, bro.
Yeah.
Hold on, Jason. Speak.
Good.
Okay, I hear you. All right.
Yeah, I'm here.
It sounded funny at first. Cool, man. What we doing today, man? Like, where are we? Like, somebody want to, like, introduce us to the people, you know?
Man, we out here in a penthouse right in Fort Worth, just chilling. We're doing a little writing camp, boot camp, you know, just coming together, sharing ideas and seeing what we can cook up.
Yeah, for sure. How's it been so far?
It's been crazy, dude.
It's been amazing, bro.
It's been dope. It's been dope, man. A lot of dope ideas, a lot of creativity, bouncing off. Even with the busyness of, like, we're also doing a show,
Yeah.
right? So we're also hitting the stage. So being able to put energy in both of those places has been super, super dope.
Crazy.
Right, like, yeah, we're about to go to a show here in, like, what time is it?
3:58.
3:58.
Here in, like, a half hour or so, 45 minutes. Probably head that way. It's crazy, man. Well, I appreciate you guys jumping on, man. I wanted to just get together and talk about some things. We've been having a lot of conversations these last
A lot.
24 hours, 24 hours. So I just thought it'd be cool to, you know, chop it up, you know. I mean, we're having a concert. How do y'all feel about, like, before the concert? Do y'all get nervous, or, like, what's that look like for you as an artist?
Man, I get crazy nervous, man.
Yeah,
I'm trying to work on that, you know.
You think it's okay to get nervous?
it's
Yeah.
gotta be okay.
I think it's
think
a
so,
sign
too.
that you just really enjoy what's about to happen. You know, you enjoy what you do. But I feel like for me, I get overly nervous, you know. So I'm just trying to, like,
Like, almost to a point where it's too much.
too much.
You want to bring it
Exactly.
down.
Bring it down, exactly.
I think nervous is a byproduct of caring. So if you care about something and you want to present something really good, whether it's a project, whether it's a presentation, you're going to be nervous because you care about how people receive it. So
Right.
if you're not nervous, then sometimes I got to question you as an artist because,
Yeah.
you know, why are you here? What do you do it for?
Yeah.
It's not for the people.
No, that's good.
Definitely.
Yeah, I always get a little nervous, you know, like sometimes I got to take a leak right before.
Yeah.
And then I go and there's nothing comes out. Like, that's how I know I'm nervous.
What is there a specific event where you were, like, super nervous, or what event were you, like, the most nervous?
Definitely one that stands out. But what I was going to say is, like, I'll just finish that thought previously, is like, I always feel that way beforehand, but then as soon as I pop out, it usually kind of falls off. You know, like, I kind of remember, like, oh, okay, I've done this before. Oh, okay, I enjoy doing this. Oh, okay, these people don't think I suck that bad. Like, you see one person bobbing their head, that's really all you need.
Yeah.
And even if there was 0, someone put it to me like this before. They were like, hey, it's an audience of 1. Like, you're really not performing. You're really just sharing the gift that God gave you. And you're just showing it right back to God.
Right.
I was like, man, when you put it like that, we're going to be okay.
Yeah, that's tough.
But the performance that made me the most nervous was when I was in Colombia on the second night. And I was just sick, just like this, bro.
Wow.
I was losing my voice, drinking tea all day, sweating, coughing, mucus. I'm like, man, this sucks. And there was 900 kids there, bro, that did not speak English.
Wow.
Never heard of me, you know what I'm saying? And, yeah, I was super nervous. And then all the Colombian people, oh, maybe I shouldn't if we recording it. But they
You already started it. You already started the thought, bro.
Okay, let me rephrase that. Some of the people that I was with were, like, putting pressure on me to, like, be this fantastic rapper. Keep in mind, I've only been doing this less than a year and a half.
Oh, wow.
At this point.
Yeah.
So to be overseas performing was really just a God, you know, co-signing.
Right.
I had no business doing that. You know what I mean? That could have been any artist.
Right.
But there I was, and they had a lot of expectation, I feel like, for me to be like, oh, you're a rapper. So I came out, bro, in some short shorts, a T-shirt, and a ball cap.
Yeah.
And they were like, that's what you're going to wear? Like, they were kind of disappointed. So that made me even more nervous, because now I just got
That's
some
crazy,
shade.
bro.
Yeah.
Now I'm in front of people
Wait, so we're not seeing Bad Bunny today? What?
Bro, like, I feel like I should have been in some J's, some chains. I don't know. I just don't know
So
what they were expecting.
You feel pressured to swag out on some, like,
I
rapper.
think they wanted a rapper.
Yeah.
The
And there
overall
I-
package.
And there I was, you know, in short shorts, bro.
And I feel like that's part of being nervous because you're not confident that you're going to meet people's expectations,
yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, facts. But and it gets so like hectic because it's like, should we, as an artist performing in any situation, any venue, any group of people, should we worry about people's expectations?
Yeah, I struggle with that a lot.
It depends on who's the audience, right? If it's your fans, your people,
Then there kind of is some pressure to meet.
but if it's brand new people, I mean,
do
like
you?
the show we're going today, there's no telling what this audience is going to be. So do you, because there's really, they don't have an expectation either for you.
Yeah.
They don't know you.
I put it like this: are you going to be the same artist that you are consistently at every other show or venue? Right? Are you bringing that same artist that other people know you for, or that you know yourself as, or are you going to try to switch things up, not be as explicit or about your beliefs or what you're talking about? Are you going to try to dumb it down? Are you going to try to, right? Are you going to be consistent across the board? Because one thing I learned is you can't please everybody.
Yeah.
Right?
Facts.
And so I hold on to what has pleased the majority, right? And also myself. What am I pleased with, right?
Right, right. That's bottom line.
That's bottom line. It has to be. So I think that it is important to care about what other people are going to think, because we also are part of a different camp, right? So there's a certain standard that we also have to go by, right? We're representing a certain flock with our music, and so there's things where I got to be presentable with fruit. I got to make sure that nobody hears me wilding out in the parking lot, and then they have intentions of calling me out for an altar call, and then they realize, oh, he's one of the artists to come on stage. You know what I'm saying? I've seen that.
Right.
So,
yeah. You just made me think of something too. Like,
I think I know what you're talking about too, man.
one of the outlandish year before last, man. It's just like one of the artists that came up to me and was like, "Yo, so and so, just so you know," he's like, "Yo, so and so is in the green room talking about A and B," and I'm just like, man, it kind of put me in that situation. Like, here I am, I invited both of these people, and we have a main goal in mind, but yeah, stuff happens, and you never. Yeah, it's interesting, man. It's an interesting dilemma.
Yeah.
But as far as being consistent, I think that's a good key. I know, personally, I do try to adjust accordingly, like to a small degree. Like if I know, like for a perfect example, being in Colombia, like we made 2 Spanish songs specifically for that tour.
Yeah.
Right? So that's a bit of an adjustment. Now, would I have ever made a Spanish song outside of that situation? Maybe not. But it's like you gotta, and even today, like depending on where we're going, I kind of adjust the set list. But nonetheless, our music, our message should always be
Right.
consistent.
I think I'm talking more. What is your values? What do you do as a person? Like
And when
your intentions.
when you're present.
When you're present. Right.
No, that's
Yeah.
good. Yeah, man, I'm excited for tonight. I mean, we've had our ups and downs. Looking at it, right? Like kind of what we expect or what we think.
We can elaborate on the downs.
Yeah,
too.
but-
I think our expectations are a little muddy right now too.
But this is crazy. But nonetheless, like it's gonna be fun.
Yeah.
And I mean, let's be honest. No matter what level we're at, we're all pursuing this to some degree. We're all artists, and this is, no matter how it's packaged up, this is an opportunity to get out there and do what you do. So thank you, Jesus, for that. Thank you to the Spring Thing team for that. For considering us. It's kind of a big deal. It could have been anybody.
Yeah.
That's true.
So it's pretty cool.
Yeah. It also kind of talking about like expectations as an artist for a show. Like me and Jariah, we've done a couple of shows where we were told one thing and it was a complete different thing.
Bro.
So, I mean, and it's just part of the game. I mean, it's just part of being an artist is you probably expect something grand, right? But it might not be every now and then a show. It's just a little show, right? And anything, just take it for practice, take it for what it is, and appreciate it. That like, I got to go on stage, I got to perform my music. This is my music. This is crazy, right?
Right. Like I'm getting to share something I poured
Sometimes
into.
I'll be listening back to my music. I'm like, that's me. Like that's crazy.
Yeah.
Like 5 years ago, I was just dreaming about this.
Right. And you actually, I remember one of the first times I played my song for my friend in his car, and he was like, "Yo, how does it feel to see your name on the car there?" And at first, of course, I rolled it off, right? Because we always belittle ourselves, or like it's something I tend to do. And I know a lot of other artists are open about doing that too sometimes. But at first, I was like, That's whatever. I'm the one playing it. It's not a big deal.
Mm.
But then when you really think about it, it is. You're like, yo, God allowed this. Like it is kind of. You know what I'm saying? Like when you were a kid, did you ever think? I mean, even if you're the one playing it, your name's on the car, man.
Yeah,
like, it's
yeah.
right there on the dash.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool, man.
Huge.
Yeah, it's major.
Going back to what you said, Days, it was there. When was the last time you all showed up to a show and things didn't go according to plan? And then how did y'all react and maneuver through that situation?
Okay, I think the most recent show we did was it was outside. It was a little community event, and I mean we've done them before, so we kind of knew what the crowd was, what we were getting into. We had a set list, we practiced it, and we just told ourselves we're gonna have fun because we kind of already had an expectation like, okay, this ain't no grand show. We're not in a stadium. We're not in a venue. We're outside with some speakers and a mixer and some wired microphones.
Yeah.
But even then, like we start playing the music, and the sound system's cutting halfway into our songs consistently. And you know, there's two ways you can react to that. As on stage, you can either keep rolling with it, or then you can make a scene out of it and point out the obvious to everybody, you know. And so we didn't do that. We just kept going.
Rolling with it though
Salute
is
to y'all,
stressful.
bro.
Rolling with it is stressful though.
Yes.
It is.
'Cause then now you find yourself unintentionally yelling into the mic to try to compensate for the sound that was lost through the speakers.
So I have a question. So in that situation, right? Because I feel like, I don't know, bro. Salute to y'all for not forgetting y'all.
Yeah, because you were there.
Right. Like, how did y'all not forget y'all's lyrics, right, when the sound is, like, throwing you off? It's like a quick, like, I don't know. I feel like that would kind of mess with my mind a little bit and be like,
I mean, having a song there is always good.
Yeah.
And some days, no matter how prepared you are gonna have that blank,
Yeah.
that brain fart,
Exactly.
whatever.
Yeah.
But I feel like you
You just gotta listen to your music enough.
Yeah.
I mean,
you wrote it, you know.
Yeah.
yeah.
Because it's so funny, bro. I feel like people who show up to the studio without anything written and punch in, which is a great form of making rap music.
Yeah.
Nothing against it. Some of the greatest songs were made like that.
Yeah.
But I imagine that would be harder to remember.
Yeah.
Right,
You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
That's kind of how. Oh,
No, go
my recording process, or my writing process. I'll have the beat looping, and like I know that beat inside and out. I've been listening to it for like 3 hours in a row. Like, and then every time I'm writing, I just restart it, spit what I already have, like I'm rehearsing.
Yeah.
So by the end of the song, I know the entire flow, the entire everything.
Right.
So it's just like I'm rehearsing it as I'm writing it. And
Yeah.
That's where the discipline comes in as an artist. And this is important for whoever is watching. If you're new to hitting the stage, you cannot rely on the backing track. You cannot get comfortable with your music. Don't just record and dump it out. Because there might be a time where they're not going to have that sound equipment. It's going to be you, a mic, and a karaoke speaker.
boy. Yep.
For real.
Yep.
And like you got to know your lyrics. You got to take the time. This is where the work part comes in, right?
Yeah.
It could be fun to do music and record it and all that stuff, and you're satisfied with the track. But now you're going to have to get annoyed with that track and get tired of it. 'Cause, like,
Right.
I'm going to have to play this
Yeah.
over 200 times to like
To really,
really know it. Where can I take a breath at? Where can I
Yeah.
take a sip of water? Where can I, if it does cut off, can I continue on with the show, right? And again, that goes with that standard part. Right? That goes with that standard. Like, how high do I hold the standard for me as an
Yeah.
artist, and how seriously do I take it? So when that happens, I'm confident that it'll be okay, and I wouldn't mind posting it later on, right?
Right.
Playing it back. So
yeah, because there's nothing worse than like people tag, or I'll put it, this happened to me.
Okay.
I do a show and people tag me and stuff. Like maybe they were there at the show. Bro, and I don't even have the audacity, bro, to share it to my story because I'm like all like ashamed. I'm like, that sucked. I'm like, I looked stupid.
Bro,
Like,
bro, we be hating on ourselves, bro.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. I'm gonna call my brother out, bro. You did that to me, bro. Cause I went to the when I went to the show, the outside show,
The community event
the
one.
community. I posted both of you. I was like, my dogs, but he reposted it. You didn't. I'm like,
Dang.
but I get it though.
Now you
Like,
know
'cause
why.
bro, because I'm my hardest critic, bro.
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
Well,
but at the same, because there's two schools of thought there. It's I'm gonna share everything no matter what because I'm humble and I'm grateful, but that does come with it doesn't come with a consequence. But let's be honest, like someone might see it and be like, "No, that's goofy." Oh, you know,
Man,
I feel like there is that involved.
Yeah.
And then there's the other school of thought is like, no matter even if I'm still an amateur, I'm only gonna post stuff if it's the best.
Bro, for personal experience, I've had like a show, right? And it was like a small crowd, bro. Like, and people were not jumping. And you just see me, but you know, my peoples was there, and they posted my performance on their story. I did not repost it because I'm like, these people do not look impressed. It looks lame. Like, I'm not, you know.
Bro,
so
let's keep it real, bro.
Yeah.
Ghost audiences are like, it's really honestly, bro. I find it as an opportunity when they already don't know my music,
right.
so they're gonna hear it no matter what. It don't matter if my performance is good or bad. What I'm gonna give them is a little bit of personality and a little bit of truth,
Right.
and a good time in between the songs.
Right.
Because whether or not I do backflips on stage or I just stand there with a mic stand, their level of impression is the same because they don't know me.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it could be a different perspective, right? It could be, and try to think of yourself. Think of yourself as someone in the crowd. You're in the front. That means you got a ton of people behind you,
Okay.
right? And now you're conscious about who sees you and how you look, and
Yeah.
if you moving too much, if you like look goofy. Or
They don't
something
want to
like
look
that.
goofy either.
People are so conscious nowadays about how they look that
Mhm.
they sacrifice having a good time with the artists that they came to see.
Man, I've
right?
seen that so many times.
You can go right now, look up the biggest artist who's performing on the Grammy stage, and you're gonna see comments where people be like, "Man, this audience is not giving. They not doing with how they sleeping on such and such. Yo, like they're dead." And it's because like, well, I got on these Gucci loafers. I don't want to crease them, but you know, so it's like I want to stay cool because I know the camera's gonna pan on me,
And I want to look cool.
I want to look cool. So sometimes in my mind, it's like somebody in this crowd's rocking with me. They just couldn't get to the front.
Yeah.
Right? They back there somewhere and they're having a good time. Or there's someone who doesn't care and I just can't see them.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna be concerned with the people right here.
Yeah.
They missing out, right?
That's another thing because I've done shows too where the crowd is not engaged at all, but then I get off stage and there's like 2 or 3, like a handful of people like, bro,
Oh, you
I
did
liked
so
you.
good.
That was so cool.
Oh, bro, what's your Spotify?
And then I'm like, where were you at? Where you at?
They're like, oh, I was in the bag getting a hot dog.
But like, I mean, shoot, even if 4 people are like enjoyed it, that's enough for me.
Yeah.
Right,
That's enough for me.
Facts,
right.
facts, facts.
Because 4 people's more than the people that would be enjoying it if you didn't make the song.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? This really is a journey. This really is a process. That's kind of one thing this whole weekend is reminding me of. Like, I could put time crunches on myself all day, or I could put expectations. But at the end of the day, it's like I can look up at today and see that I'm still here.
Yeah.
Right.
We're recording new music. We're making new music. We're writing ideas. We're making a podcast, and we're doing a show. That's today. Whether or not I'm going to still be doing this, whether or not I'm going to blow up a year from now, 5 years from now, it's like I could worry about that, or I could have fun today.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's really, bro, I'm telling you, that's kind of like my whole process that's been since last night.
Yeah.
So
I think that's the funnest part now, the process to me, because when you see the finished outcome and you see the finished product, you look back at the process, you're like, dang, this came from
that.
Exactly.
That's
Exactly.
wow.
And you
right?
can't even, if there was no process, how could you enjoy this?
Right.
Because it's just, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Woo. That's good, man.
Cooking.
So we were laughing earlier, and without being messy and without slandering, because again, we love everybody
All
who
love.
is on the same mission as us, right? How do you put up with people who don't quite understand your art, you as an artist, or even the generation that you come from, right? You're gonna run into people who are putting on events, inviting you to their place, all this other stuff, and they may not necessarily really rock with your style. It's a different time for them, or your fashion, or how you present yourself, and it can come off sometimes condescending. It can come off as just ignorant. It can come off as like misunderstanding or misinterpreting you. So how do y'all maneuver through that?
I mean,
When you feel like someone's coming sideways at you.
Well, I mean, if I feel like they're coming, I do my best to just maintain composure and stay true to, like, I'm not going to change to please
Yeah.
somebody
Right.
or one person or one group of people, but I'm going to do my best to pay respect and to be, if someone wants to write me off as a 20-year-old or a teenager punk head, that's one thing, but fact of the matter is I'm almost 30 years old.
Yeah.
And, I'm married, I pay bills. Like, I don't have to prove to them that I'm an adult, but I'm going to do my best to act that part anyways because that's who I am.
All right.
And they can write me off as whatever they want, but at the end of the day, maybe I do like to have fun sometimes, like a little punk head. And that's cool because, we lost the light. Maybe we'll wrap up in a little bit. And that's cool, but, still do my best to pay respect.
Right.
To be respectable, regardless of, I don't want to, because one thing about me personally is I don't want no problems, bro. I'm not going to go, I'm not that type of dude to puff up my chest and, what'd you say? Like, that's just not me.
Yeah.
It never really has been. So that's how I deal with it.
Yeah.
That's good.
Everybody look this way.
Yeah.
I mean, nah, because like
It's fresher for you. That's what.
I'm still kind of working through that. Like I'm new to all this, so I'm gonna be honest, bro. Like me, like no, like not even that I'm gonna disrespect them, but it's just like people like that act, that way towards me. I kind of like shy away from it, or I'm not really, I'm gonna still be me, but I guess I'm like, oh, okay, well, next time I ain't even finna rock with you like that, or I'm not even finna, just because, like, I guess I love feeling comfortable. That's just me, but I gotta remember, like, I'm gonna stay true to myself regardless, and you can't, like you said earlier, you can't please everybody,
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, there's gonna be somebody in the room that's gonna rock with you. Tell your story the way God wants you to tell it. You ain't gotta switch up for no, so I'm still trying to push through that. It's still working.
I would say for me, I've never really had a problem with people I don't know saying anything towards me. I don't really care if they don't know me, then why should I care what they gonna say or think about me because they don't even have the chance to really know what I'm about. So I only really care about like, people that are close to me, what they think, what they say. It's not a problem for me.
Is that universal for you, or have there been times where there is someone you're like, you know what, before I leave, you're going to be a fan?
I mean, I'll definitely take it upon myself to like make sure they know me because I know if they know me, then they're going to rock with me. But if they're already hating out the gate, I don't care. I'll never see you again. It's cool.
Yeah.
No, I mean, there's a bit of like, there's some good behind that because it shows that you're confident in who you are. But I would just share to like always, you don't got to go out trying to win people over, because you can't change people, but you should do your part. And maybe it just comes with, like, I feel like I've been let down by people.
Yeah.
So I know how that feels to be on the back end. So I always want to do my part to like, even if someone is throwing shade, like I came out with, I still want to be polite at the very least. I want to be polite. And maybe they'll never, like you said, they'll never see me again. All right, cool. But hey, I can go home that day feeling a little bit better about myself.
Right.
That I wasn't all like,
and you ain't give them.
They don't like me anyway.
Oh yeah, it's never on that. It's never on that. I'm just like I'm literally unfazed. Like it's just.
Yeah, no, and that's fire, bro. Because like I said, that shows you're confident in who you are. But the way we interact with others is important.
Yes.
Definitely.
It can be.
And how you respond.
Yeah.
How you
Right.
respond, because we're coming from a perspective as artists and also fans of artists, right? So I'm sure there's been times where you ain't really rock with a person's music like that or their style.
Yeah.
But meeting them or seeing them live or something changes your
Right.
your mindset about it, right? So the first impression may not be the best, but the lasting impression is what tends to truly matter, right?
Yes.
So
Yeah, because I've seen it happen both ways where like an artist that I am a fan of, then you meet them and then you're kind of like, meh. You're like, it's not what you expected. But then there's been people who I wasn't really fans of, but then you meet them and you're like, wow, that's a great guy. I might listen to his album. Like,
let me go back. It makes more sense.
It makes more sense. And that's really, I'm not saying I seek that, but when that does happen, I'm grateful for it. Like, man, that's cool. And then it kind of makes me think, like, that's who I want to be to people. So it's important, man, doing music, man, and being a believer.
Yeah.
It's important, man, who you are, like, off the stage, off the mic. It's important.
Yeah.
It's not easy, though. You got to be, who was it? Was someone talking about earlier, like, you got to have that network, or not network, but you got to have that surrounding. Like, you got to have people around you, bro.
A community, yeah.
A community.
It's super important.
Yeah.
And it's missing. It is missing right now because a lot of artists, they want the narrative or They want their fans to see them as that person who got it out the mud. Solo,
Right.
dolo, I worked hard for this. It's appealing for someone, right?
Yeah.
But sometimes we forget that we were actually designed for community,
To be a part.
to be a part of something, and to worship the Lord together. Right?
Mhm.
That's why it feels right when you're next to your brothers and sisters and you're joyfully singing into the Lord or enjoying a concert like we did just a month ago.
Yeah.
Right? There was love throughout the whole room because we were all together enjoying this music together. And it's what we were designed for, right? And so I think that's really important to have a community. Like,
Yeah.
make sure you got a team because guess what? You're going to grow as an artist. You're going to get invited to Columbia and different places in the world where you got to have some people that got your back
Yeah.
Mhm.
and your best interests and are able to keep you accountable, right? Because we've seen a lot of people fall from not having a community.
Right.
Facts.
They get a little height on the ladder. And
Yep. Yep.
what really keeps you up there, or part of what keeps you up there, is that community.
Yep.
Otherwise,
Yeah, also, like, let's say, going back to, like, what you said, people not really rocking with you. If you don't have community, then that's going to hit you twice as hard.
Harder, yeah.
Because there's nobody, like, on your side, it feels like. But if you got a whole community and someone's saying this and that, you're like, that's okay, because I can come back to
I
my
got love
people.
right here.
Exactly.
and then there's
And
always
they-
your boy in the corner, like, come on, man, they
Yeah.
don't know what they're talking about, man.
Exactly. Exactly.
And it's something about having your dog right there who
Yeah.
know
Yeah.
all your songs, bro. They know your words and
Yeah.
everything. It's like, that's my dog, bro. Like, you know what I'm
I
saying?
heard them 100 times, but still turn.
Yeah.
That's, yeah.
Yeah, man, for real. That makes me think of your boy Thomas, man, at Jesus is
Yeah.
King. We had went and did this event in Blanco, and his brother and Thomas came out
4
and
hours.
4 hours away, and it was funny. It was cool though because, you know, when we were performing our set, everyone was sitting down and the stage was far from everybody.
Yeah.
But there was Thomas, bro, right in the middle, literally the only one man crowd, and he knew every word to Tidal Wave, bro, and he was just rocking out with us, man, showing love.
That's so tough.
And that was it, bro. That's all we needed, you know.
We still rocked out,
We
man.
still rocked out.
That
you
would
know.
have hyped me up, bro.
Still rocked
That would
out.
have hyped
Bro.
me up so much.
It was crazy.
It was crazy. I was going so crazy to freaking my
Oh
cable
yeah,
unplugged.
bro. He was like raging so hard, bro. The mic came
Shout
unplugged,
out to
bro.
Thomas, man. Shout out to Thomas.
I had to give him my
Yeah, we did a swap.
yeah. I was like, take this mic.
That was so funny.
Yeah, man. But tonight should be fun, man.
Let's get it.
Arlington, Texas, man.
The home.
Yeah, you're in Arlington.
Yep.
I lived in Arlington throughout my high school years, junior high. It's a good little area, man.
My first time in Arlington.
Oh yeah.
Oh, really?
What?
I've only been in Texas for 2 years now. So, I'm stepping foot out of Dallas, Fort Worth. It's like, even though Arlington's like right there.
Yeah.
It's still, yeah.
No, I feel that.
Yeah, y'all are both North Dallas, right?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Not McKinney anymore.
Yeah, I'm in Salina now. Which
Salina.
Nobody knows. where
Nobody
that
knows
is.
where that's at.
Yeah.
Shout out Salina.
Yeah.
So where are you at?
I'm in the colony.
Oh, that's right. That's
Yeah,
right.
these sound like made
sound
up
like a-
places.
Yeah, it
A
sound like a
colony.
cult, bro.
It's like, I'm in the car.
Man's about to ride back on a horse. Like, I'm in the colony.
We have no electric.
That's crazy. He's like, the craziest part about stepping outside of DFW is the electricity.
That's good. We don't use ox. Nobody has an ox pulling their wagon right now.
That's funny.
Yeah, bro.
Cool, man. Well, let's get to our closing half. You know, does anybody have any piece they want to talk about? Just anything important on their mind, on their heart they want to share before we get ready to pack up and make our way to the show? Does anybody?
Well, I'll start off by saying I really want God to move through all of us at this show. I feel like this weekend, y'all have no idea how much this really meant to me. And I mean, the journey and all the things I've been through, I really just want to make this weekend count. Like, regardless where I'm performing, what the song is, who's out there, I really just want to make this count. So I'm just praying that God, moves through all of us and we just rock out and have fun.
Yeah.
Oh, amen to that, bro.
dope.
Yeah.
It's gonna be fun.
I mean, how you follow up on that?
Right?
Nah,
yeah.
For real. Jody's like, beat this. Watch this.
Jody's like, I got this. Nah, man. For those of you, man, watching, thank you for tuning in today. Hopefully, stay tuned. I don't know when y'all will see this.
In 3 years.
We're behind in production.
2028. Shout out to y'all watching.
Yeah,
2028.
But no, we did it. We shot the episode. So episode 4 coming soon. And peace.
Peace.
Yes, sir.